Moving on now, at the G7, upping sanctions against Russia is one of the key agendas of the meeting. Now, in this context, British Prime Minister Rishi Sunak announced new sanctions on Russia's mineral and diamond sectors. Sunak said that the step is aimed at making Russia pay a price for illegal activities. Russian diamond imports to the UK are among the items that will be banned by the British government. In 2021, Russia exported $4.7 billion in diamonds, making it the 8th largest exporter of diamonds. Now, Russian origin aluminium, copper and nickel will also be banned by the British government under the new set of sanctions. Britain is also targeting an additional 86 people and companies from Putin's military-industrial complex. The European Union imported around $1.5 billion of Russian diamonds in 2022. This is according to Europe Statistics Office. In March of 2023, both the US and UK said that Russia earns billions of dollars from the diamond trade. Questions have arisen on what's been termed as delayed action against Russia to curb the diamond trade. Watchers have asked why Russia was allowed to continue trading in diamonds for 15 long months after it chose to invade Ukraine. Questions are also being asked about who benefited from the continued diamond trade activity. Now, for more on this story, we are being joined by Jonathan Lees from London. Jonathan is a journalist and also the Deputy Director of the think tank British Influence. Welcome to the broadcast, Jonathan.
Hello.
Now, could you explain how these new sanctions on Russia's mineral and diamond sectors specifically will hamper Vladimir Putin's war efforts?
Well, the general focus of sanctions is to cut off Russia's supply of revenue. That's one reason for them. The other one is to put political pressure. So no one expects that this will stop Russia's invasion, that it will, prevent missiles flying on Ukraine or anything like that. No one thinks that Putin will suddenly, after all this time, change his mind. But it's another sort of weapon in the armory, if you like, just to add increasing pressure on Russia that will sort of curb its activities in Ukraine. But as you were saying just a moment ago, there are real questions to ask about why it's taken so long to add this very lucrative stream of Russia's revenue to the sanctions that already exist.
Exactly, and that's what my next point was going to be. The West, including the United Kingdom, has been time and again accused of hypocrisy. On one hand, they condemn Russia's war, but on the other hand, it continues to benefit from these kind of trade, as you call them, lucrative. How do you see this doublespeak?
I really don't understand it fully myself. It's been suggested that diamonds are a very difficult thing to sanction because they're high value, they're obviously small, they're fungible, so that one diamond looks like pretty much any other. And I think that maybe India might have been involved as well, because obviously India is very involved in the diamond trade, and I think that some of those diamonds might have been sent to India for processing in some way, and so there were supply chain issues that India would have been involved in, and so perhaps the UK and EU wanted to coordinate with India first. But I agree, it's not a good look, and if clearly after all this time, as I said, Russia was not going to change tack, and so it is a shame, to say the least, that Russia has been able to benefit to the tune of potentially billions of dollars for the last 15 months in a trade that the UK, US and EU had the ability to clamp down on much earlier.
All right, Jonathan, thank you for getting us all those insights.
Thank you.